Hi, this is Krista at The Secret Yarnery. Welcome to Crochet Podcast, episode 114. Episode 114. So glad you're here. Thanks for inviting me over. If you are new, my name is Krista. This is my secret yarnery. It's where I hang out. All my crochet stuff is here. All my color inspiration. It's a little epicenter for inspiration and creativity. This channel is all about crochet and crochet related goodness. There's a live chat every Friday, tutorial on Sundays, podcast on Wednesdays, and other yarny goodness throughout the week. If any of that is of interest to you, consider hitting that subscribe button under this video right now. Before I start with WIPs, works in progress, or FOs, finished objects. No, what did I just say? Before I get started with works in progress and finished objects, I want to give a big congratulations to the winner from episode 113. Congratulations to Susan on the Coast. Every week I give away a free pattern. So Susan, send me an email, krista@secretyarnery.com, and I will email you my latest pattern. If you want to win a free pattern, just keep watching and I'll tell you how. And if you want to see my patterns, they're all available over on secretyarnery.com. Finished objects. Happy, had such a good week of crochet. I hope you did too. So finished objects started with, well, it started on November 10th. I was like, oh my gosh, tomorrow's Remembrance Day. If you don't know, I'm Canadian, but I do live in Nairobi, Kenya. I've lived here for a long time. So I'm pretty much the only one that I see ever who does Remembrance Day. And that includes my children. So the night before I realized I have to make them some poppies to go to school the next day. So I just made some real quick ones. Let me get that one turned around. There we go. Just really quick, whip them up. And I just tied my ends around a safety pin at the back to put them on their clothing. And I was like, that did not take any time at all. Maybe like 15 minutes, like so quick. So the next day, or even that night, I was like, I really should just do a real quick tutorial to show you how to do them in case other people find themselves in the same situation of like, oops, no poppies for Remembrance Day. So I came up with a better pattern the next morning. Look how cute and tidy that is. Real sweet, right? That is so cute. So made a bunch of those and I did the tutorial and a written pattern. So those are available for you when you need to make a poppy, if you need to make a poppy. And they're really cute. Someone also said you could use them for hair clips and all that, which of course you totally could. So quick and so easy, and they don't use any yarn at all. You can use the tiniest little scraps of yarn and really get something so cute. So I have a whole handful of poppies now. And hair and poppies. But they're really cute. So that's a finished object. And if you have been watching my videos for a while, you will know that I have been wanting to do something Christmassy for quite some time, waiting for the inspiration, what I should do, what colors, what it should be. And I have a whole list of things I want to do, but have I got around to doing them and what, it hasn't hit me until a few days ago. Totally started on a Christmas bender. Is bender still a thing? Well, they were really fun in the 80s, that's all I'm saying. I'm going to show you the evolution. So it started by wanting to make a little star Christmas ornament. Super cute, right? So this is how it started. I thought it's so cute. I made literally a whole bunch, like a ton. What my colors are for my tree this year are kind of like a champagne-y, peachy, champagne-y kind of color. So found this little metallic yarn. I'm like, that's super cute. So it's peach and charcoal are going to be my colors for my big tree downstairs. So those are super cute. I made two. I'm like, oh, am I really going to? What I did do is make a whole bunch of red and green ones for the tutorial. Is that one backwards? Yes. Frontwards, please. But look how cute those are. Like 100% cute. Really like them. And they're kind of like little gift tags. Like they're firm enough. I just use worsted weight acrylic. I use Saver and Saver 100. But you could use any yarn at all. I do find a 4 worsted weight acrylic is great because, let me show you. they hold themselves up. They're firm enough to, like, they're not floppy. So I really like them. I think they're so cute. I also think they'd be so cute as little gift tags. Like put them on, like wrap your presents with normal ribbon and then just kind of like loop one through with the hanging tag. You know what I mean? To just hang a little star on it. Then I'm like, wouldn't that, where's my cute one? But you could make them in any color combination at all and even have a whole bunch as like your personal like stamp or your like calling card. Like, oh, it is from Carol because look, she has her star on it. Like if you're giving little gift, even if you looped it on the handle of like a coffee mug or something, that is just like so cute. I really feel like I'm in the shade today. Because I'm in the shade today. That would explain it. So those are really, really cute. I like them a lot. I made a whole bunch. I even did one in variegated yarn, which is so charming. And now, of course, I can't see it. It's not like in my vicinity. I probably carried it around a little too far. But anyway, really cute. And they would be really great as like, just to personalize all of your gifts. Like if you put one on all of your gifts, I think it'd be just so cute. For my house, what we're thinking of doing is, so that I have a family of 6. So doing a whole bunch, like 6 different colors, and then no one would really know what color there is until Christmas morning, and then that color would be their gift. So loop the color on each present, whoever it belongs to, and then Christmas Eve, put the right color star on everybody's stocking. So Christmas morning, your stocking will have the right color star for you to go and pillage underneath the tree for all of your gifts. Christmas pickle is coming. Kids are so excited about Christmas pickle. So anyway, next week, I'm going to go through a whole bunch of last minute like really fast crochet gifts things you can make, but this is definitely on the list of really fast things to do. It takes 3 minutes to do the star and then about 3 minutes to sew in your tail real nice and fix the center. So it's still about a 6-minute star or a 5-minute star, but so cute. So this tutorial will be coming out, obviously. There's already a written pattern. Well, there's already a written pattern. I have not put it on my website, but I really should. So when I do put it on the website, I will link it in the comments and the description box under the video. So this is the Christmas version. I also wanted to do a version for Hanukkah. So that is a 6-pointed star. Correct me if I'm wrong. It will not hurt my feelings. So I started to do that. It took me a few tries, just saying. So this was my first attempt, and it looks like a starfish, like a sea amoeba. It is not appropriate. I'm like, that is just a hot mess. I didn't even like, you know, do the join. I didn't like even finish it up. But I did keep it to show you of like, well, that's attempt number 1. Then I'm like, obviously, there's just not enough stitches in the middle to keep it anywhere near star-like. So I'm like, well, I'll put a row of double crochets in the middle, and that will space it out. But I'm like, that, and I'm like, that's okay. I mean, it's not terrible. It's a bit floppier. So that's kind of cute. And I'm like, I'd really like it with silver. So then I started seeing how I could add Rockstar to it. Silver and Rockstar is amazing, by the way. I'll link it down below. It's usually out of stock, but when it is in stock, clearly you need it. So I worked on these versions. I even worked on a version just with Rockstar. What I should have done is used a smaller hook for Rockstar. But really, I think it's still cute. Then I went back to making my red ones. And I just really liked how they're like so stiff. Like they're smaller and more, oh, can you hear the rain? It's really raining out there. So I like both of them, but I'm like, I'd really just like a 6-pointed star that's super cute and can also be a gift tag. Like just because it has one more point, why does it have to be bigger? Right? I wanted a small one like this for Hanukkah. So I'm like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm like, what if I did treble crochets? That would still give me space. And I'm like, that's actually getting kind of cute. Right? It's kind of cute, although it just kind of looks like an octagon. It doesn't really go in too much in the centers here. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, what if we adjusted the pattern a little bit? And that is when I came up with this version. Now I think that is so cute. So that was my keeper. I did a whole bunch of different colors in the blue. Well, all the blue yarn I had, basically, in anything. So this is Softly Baby. That is Softly Baby. This is Savor. And this is Favorite. So I used all my 3 favorite yarns for that. Oh, another silver one. When I was trying to fix that pattern. I don't know. So I'm like, that is really, really cute. The slowest part was the picots. So let me show you that, the option for that. And you tell me. So there's a super easy way, and then there's like a slower way, but it's fancy. So which star do you prefer? Closest to the turquoise blanket or closest to the purple blanket? There, we'll just go like that. Purple blanket or the turquoise? Which do you prefer? So one has picots at the end and one just has a chain 3. Now the chain 3, so much faster. Like, you just fly through them. They're like so fast to make. But do you notice a difference? Is it worth putting in the picots? So this is with picots. See the little pointy on the ends? I go back and forth between it looks great or else I think it looks like you're trying to make a snowflake. And then this is just super fast, no picots. So are the picots worth slowing down for? That is my question to you. Tell me your opinion in the comments down below. This pattern is also written, but this is also a written pattern and will be a tutorial. So excited, and I just think the options, I'm so excited, and it's so fun considering you could do them for your holidays, but you could also just do them as like your personal gift tag and put them on everything forever. So cute. So finished objects right there. This is Rockstar with a 4mm crochet hook. Little Christmas ornament there. And that does help it be a little more gift taggy. It's a little more firm, so you just have to use a smaller hook if you want to use Rockstar or Rockabilly. I also did one with Sparkle. This is called Sparkle. Such a lovely yarn. But I haven't finished it yet. I just did a whole bunch. I was going to sit down and do the ends. Hardy har har. These, I don't mind doing the ends because you are also making a little gift tag, and I'll show you a super easy little trick for making all of your hanging tags the same length. That will be in the tutorial. Oh, but that brings us to tip of the week. So this is how I do a really fast, easy, invisible join. So you just finish your last stitch, no slip stitching or anything like that. Cut your yarn. For these tags, we need to have a longer tail, but usually you just have to cut it long enough to sew in with a needle. And then pull that yarn right out of your last stitch. So that is my last single crochet, and I'm just pulling that yarn all the way up out of that stitch. And thread your needle. Now, blunt tip needles work really great. But if you're a sharp tip needle person, you could use those as well. You just use the eye end, the end with the eye. So I'll show you how I do it. Thread your needle, and then look where you would naturally be going in. If you were going to slip stitch, you would put your crochet hook right into this first single crochet to join. That is where you would do your normal slip stitch. So wherever you would be slip stitching to, take the blunt part of your needle and just slide your needle right where you would naturally be putting your crochet hook. Just bring it all the way through. You don't want to make it really tight. You want to be able to see where that yarn is coming from. It's coming right from the center of this stitch. So that is where we want to put our needle. Just slide your needle back down right where it came from and snug that down. So that's all you have to do. There is your invisible join. It looks just like one of those pretty little V's. Now you can adjust the size of that stitch just by making it smaller or leaving it loose. Just snug it down until that stitch matches, your invisible join matches your other stitches. And now just sew in your tail like you normally would. I was always so scared of that invisible join. I'm like, oh no, I can't do it. Like, let me just do the slip stitch and chain one, and I'll just work on getting that little knobbly chain one down into my work, because I really thought invisible join was like somehow so complicated. It is so easy to do. So now I'm a firm believer in it, and especially if you're going to be looking at the edge, and of course on these you are, on all these little stars. So totally worth mastering the magic join, and that will also be how I show you how to do it in the tutorial. So what is in the Yarnery today? Daisy blankets, my original and my 2.0, my modern one. I was asked for a tutorial for the larger granny square, and yes, I want to do that. I think that's a good idea. I did just say in the beginning of the tutorial how many rows to do of each color, but I have no problem. I'm happy to do another tutorial showing you how to do the larger square. So if you are also interested in that, let me know in the comments down below. This is a huge crochet ball. There is a tutorial written pattern for that. My thumbs up pillow, no tutorial for that, but I did tell you how I did it, or show you the strategy of how I did it in one of my previous podcasts. And same with that, likes are free, by the way they are, so hit that thumbs up if you are enjoying yourself. What else? Oh, that's my Speedy Granny Ruth scarf. And what else is out there? I guess that's about it. Oh, my plant. That plant is also a written pattern and tutorial on the channel. And if you see anything else, oh, tissue box cover, that is coming out. That is ready to go to be filmed and everything. That is a really great quick gift for Christmas or holidays. And now what I'm going to be doing for the rest of this month and next month is really fast crochet gifts or things you can be crocheting for the holidays. So that is all going to be crushed into this upcoming month. I can't wait to share all those ideas. I'm like bursting with them. But I'll be showing you a lot of those next week, so stay tuned. And now, works in progress. I showed you this table runner a week or two ago, and I have wanted to do this as a Christmas tutorial, cute little way to dress up your table. What I'd also like to do is like a matching set, so table runner, coasters, and placemats. That'd be so cute, right? So what I started to do is work on the placemat. So it's literally a work in progress, no stitch marker. Kind of looks like a watermelon, doesn't it? But I'm going to be doing just a little bit on each side and then edging it and putting a border on it. So this is like the first half. It'll look like, it'll be mirrored. So whatever I'm doing here, I'm going to be doing over there. It will be a placemat tutorial that will match this idea. So I'm going to do a table runner, placemat, and then small ones of these like coasters. So placemat, coaster, table runner set for the holidays. So these are super cute, and of course could be done in any color for any holiday. Like Easter would be great. Blue and silver would be great. Oh, if you did like blue in the middle and then like the white and then silver for the edge. So cute. So possibilities are endless. I'm using 4 worsted weight acrylic and a 5mm crochet hook. I want them to be a little bit thick. I don't want it to be like, oh, here's your blanket, there's your blanket. I want it to be a bit like, you know, stiff. I want it to keep its shape. Not like a rug, but almost. Did you know what I mean? I want it to be, I want it to have some structure. So that is what I'm working on. So fun to do, just like a little granny. I'm on a granny kick. I just, you know that. But how cute are, well, it's gonna be real cute. That is a whip. Also working on Cardi 2.0, although I think we might have to rename it. Oh, good. It does not have any yarn attached, so I can totally show it to you. So there's the Cardi. This works up so quick too. And again, a granny stitch. It goes right in with my theme. It's like everything I'm doing is like a granny stitch. I filmed it a bunch of times. I filmed it so many times, so I keep going back and changing how I'm doing it. And I'm gonna change this a little bit, but I'm gonna show you how far I've gotten. So So this is the front. This is my new design feature. Although I want to put it up higher. I don't want to, I think I started, where did I start? I started here. Oh, by the stitch marker. I started here, but I think I want to start a little higher up. So this curve is like up here more. Instead of like, you know, a super low kind of Cardi, I want to have it a bit higher. But you would be able to decide that for yourself during the tutorial. I can totally show you, like, if it's, you know, start here, it'll be like that. Start up higher, it'll be, you know, more coverage. Sleeves, great. Fit, great. Not too big, not too small. I think I like the length of it. I think it's like exactly where I need it to be, other than figuring out the front lapel. Lapel, right? I think so. I'm not going to put a hood, and I don't really want much of a collar. I just want it to be nicely edged, like nicely finished around the neckline, and a little bit like, you know, coming together. This side's not done, so this is like straight, but coming together, something like this, you know, like a little up higher and going. So if you wanted to put buttons, you could even put buttons on it, or one button even, but have this part starting a little higher up around the neck and coming out to the center of your body. I did just go around a little bit because I didn't have enough yarn to do 2 more rows. So I'm gonna have to frog this back anyway. It was just like something to try for the pattern, and I do really like how it looks and how it feels. It feels like a nice sweater. But what I also want to do is like take some time to like decide what I'm doing with it. Like I don't want to rush and then be like, oh, well now I want to do it different. So I'm just kind of like trying it on every now and again and being like, is this how I want it? Maybe 2 more rows back and forth and like higher up. What would you do? Tell me in the comments. Yeah, I think 2 more rows and higher up. So it'd be like out. And then it would be enough to like, you know, cross over, like you could button it. That'd be really cute, right? So it's kind of a party Cardi. It's kind of not a party Cardi, so now I don't know what we should call it. Favorite sweater? Best sweater in the world. I love it. So easy to do. All you have to be able to figure out is like a granny square. If you can do granny stitches, you can do a granny square. Yeah, that's all it is. It's a granny square, and then, well, it's a granny hexagon, but exact same as a granny square, and then it's back and forth with granny stitches. All you have to do for the entire pattern, and you're gonna end up with a super cute fitted sweater. My sleeves are that long. Generally, I try to do them to my wrist, so I could have done a couple extra rows, but crochet also stretches, and I don't want really long sleeves. So I stopped a little bit sooner because it's gonna stretch, and I don't wanna be like dragging my sleeve over my peanut butter toast for the rest of my life, right? I want it to just kind of stretch naturally. So my sleeves are that long, but I think they're real cute. So anyway, happy with it, excited to do it. Realized if I wanna get Christmas stuff done, I gotta do Christmas stuff now. Like now, there's no point putting up a Christmas tutorial and like, you know, on Christmas Eve. Do you know what I mean? It's like, there's only like 4 more weeks or something that's like practical to do things for Christmas. So I'm like, full breaks. Oh, it even looks so cute, just like off the hanger. Do you know what I mean? That little scoop at the front. I mean, it's too low, but I think it's so cute. Let's go see that rain. Can you hear the rain? Let's go see the rain. Just a little balcony off the Yarnery. There's Tang's tank. I guess. Well, I guess it's time for Pet of the Week. That is Tang. You can't see him. He's a terrapin, a red-eared slider. He lives in that, I think it's a 1,000-liter tank. He lives down there, and we put a little, we have a little terracotta house and a terracotta balcony he can climb up onto when it's not raining. Had to throw out so many plants. You can see them. See that? Where are you? All that black stuff down there? Those are all plants we took out last night, or yesterday afternoon. The whole fish pond, this whole pond here was just covered in those plants. So we had to take a whole bunch out just to give some more space in that tank. We took them out. That is my fish tank. Oops. That over there is my fish tank. We just have tilapia in there. Tilapia from the side of the road. They actually grow in some of the ditches. Isn't that weird? I never thought you'd have fish in a ditch. But anyway, those are fish from a ditch. Very fancy. Oh, my purple flower tree with flowers on it. Planted that when we moved here 6 months ago. So finally they're growing. There's 2 of them. 1 and 2. And I don't think there's too much else to see. Well, nicely raining though, isn't it? Very quiet, right? Nobody comes out in the rain. So that is my little, that's my little door. My door to goodness, right there. It's so nice when it rains, right? I love it. It is 22 degrees. No, let me see. Oh, no, it's not. Almost 23. It is 22. It's almost 23 degrees or 73, I think. Oh, there we go, in the Yarnery. And it's a bit cooler outside, but refreshing, and it smells great and it looks great. So nice to have the rain. Perfect crochet weather, right? Best. And now, news of the week. Well, it's raining, so that's not news. You already saw that. Love it. So movie theater opening up at my favorite shopping mall. It's about 10 minutes from here. I think it has an IMAX. So I've been waiting for that movie theater to open up for years and walked by. Don't tell my kids, they're at school, but don't tell my kids. So we're gonna take them for like a surprise, like, oh, let's go grocery shopping. But really it's gonna be an IMAX movie right on top of my favorite grocery store at my favorite mall right by my house. Ooh, so excited. There's not even any movies out. If there's any movies out that are good, like family-friendly movies, let me know in the comments. I would love to go and take my kids to see it. I haven't been to a movie, well, I went to Top Gun. Oh, and we did do Jurassic Park 4, whatever it is, Jurassic World, whatever. That one. I've seen those 2 movies lately. Thanksgiving is coming up. So excited about that. Kids are, I know I'm Canadian and my Thanksgiving's over. My kids, they know about the American Thanksgiving. They're all about it. I guess that one gets more publicity, or they see it advertised, or I don't even know. We don't have ads here on TV. Anyway, they know about it. They want it. It's like one of their favorite things. They're already planning the menu, what kind of pie we're gonna have. I don't do a turkey and all that stuff. I just roast some chickens. Not in a bad way, but like for me, Thanksgiving's in October and I always forget it because I never know when it is. Bad Canadian, right? So then for the American one, I just do chicken and stuff because I don't want to do a turkey in November and a turkey again for Christmas. So I do like half. I do like a mini Christmas dinner. Still delicious, but kids are planning that, like the whole menu and what we're gonna do, what's gonna be. That's just breakfast talk this morning. What's gonna be in the middle of the table? And I'm like, for me, I'm thinking like, you're right. What should we do? Like orange flowers, like, you know, like the whole harvest scene, a cornucopia. You know, what are we gonna do? And he was like, no, a turkey. And I'm like, right, a big turkey in the middle of the table. Yeah, okay. So excited for that. Don't know if I'm gonna crochet anything for it. Do you crochet anything for Thanksgiving? And do you have any suggestions on how to decorate for it? Let me know in the comments. Last bit of news of the week. Tomorrow is video calls, one-on-one for family members. So you need WhatsApp, and to book your time slot, 15-minute private video call just with you and me. So that is tomorrow for all family members. And if you are a family member, all you have to do is go onto our community page, and that link and all that will show up, but it's invisible for everybody who is not a family member. So there's still time to book that. There's a few more slots available. So tomorrow, have your phone ready and we will be chatting. Now, if you want to win a free pattern, all you have to do is, are you enjoying yourself? Go ahead and hit this button under this video right now so you don't miss out on any more fun content just like this. Yep, you gotta be a subscriber. And also answer question of the week. question of the week is, what is your favorite thing to crochet for your favorite last minute gift? You're like, oh, I have to go to that person's house, or like, oh, my boss, or oh, my colleague, my grandchild, anybody. What is your favorite? Oops, I forgot. What do you crochet in a pinch? What is your go-to gift? Or if you don't crochet anything in a pinch because you are, ahead of the game and you don't procrastinate, what is your favorite crochet gift to give? So let me know that in the comments under this video. And next week I will be picking a random comment that answers the question and is a subscriber, and they will win a free pattern. I know you've all been waiting for it. It's time for Stack in the Back. Stack in the Back is so great, right? I love it. I'm enjoying it as much as you are. I get a lot of comments. It's your favorite part of the podcast, and I agree. I love it. So let me go and grab that next stack. It's the green one there. We're going through the green stack. This is one heavy stack. This is a jam-packed heavy stack. This is a jam-packed stack. Holy smokes. Are you ready? Oh my gosh. There is so much goodness in here. You are gonna freak out. Go get yourself a tea. Get yourself a tea. Get yourself a little snack. This'll be crazy up in this place. Wowzers. All right. Oops. So much is falling off. Okay. This gorgeous beauty, I gotta put this on for you. This is the box and bow tie cowl or capelet. I made this with some fancy gorgeous alpaca blend from Ice Yarns. But it can just be like a nice cowl, or you can also do it like a little bit of a hug shrug. A little bit of a capelet if you get a little bit chilly. It still has nice big holes in it, and the pattern, let me show you the pattern. Isn't that like so cute? Super easy to do, like literally so easy to do. It is a pattern and tutorial. Yeah, it is a pattern and tutorial. And like how cute, like if you weren't wearing like a black t-shirt, if you were wearing like a little evening dress or a little summer dress, like wouldn't that just be so cute? You'd be like, oh, so adorable. Really, 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 really like it. And of course you could even do like a little, you could wear it any which way. Oops, it's on my hair clip. Any which way that you like. So that is the box and bow tie cowl and capelet. I also did just a little neck warmer. Same pattern, but much smaller. Literally just, oof. And what about my hair? Just a little neck warmer in the same stitch. To be honest, I wouldn't wear this because I think the yarn, it has too many long strands of yarn. So it doesn't feel scratchy, but I'd wear it in Savor. I'd wear it in like a nice acrylic. And that looks nice like underneath a little, like a collared jacket or anything. So cute. And like, I think it's just like a little bit of yarn. I totally forgot, but same pattern, just really, really tiny. So big version and tiny version. Fold that up. Here we go. Oh, my beauty. So this is with, what is it? Now I'm going to be itching my nose again from the natural fibers. All right. This is the oyster shell scarf in a lovely green. I think this is Zerda alpaca from Ice Yarns. And I just do one ball. So this is one ball of Zerda alpaca. So cute. And this is oyster shell scarf, and it's so great because look how it looks up on your neck. Like if you're just like going around, that's cute on the neck. It's like a little, like if I was gonna get a throat tat, I just wear a scarf. So this is my version of getting a throat tat. You're like, oh, isn't that just so cute? But I can take mine off. Anyway, really like it. Also great to dress up like a summer dress or like just a little bit of flair or like something you're wearing on Sunday. So anything you want to make fancy or pretty, really easy, fun pattern to do. And it's just one ball. So it's like a one ball shawl. My eyelash circle. So this is a granny square, a granny stitch circle. So you just work into the spaces. I haven't finished it. I just took the yarn for something else, but I did leave my stitch marker in there. I think I was even frogging it back to get the yarn back out of it because I'm not going to use it. I think it was going to be the back of a cushion. I thought that'd be so cute, right? And it looks like really fancy, sparkly, artificial grass. Doesn't it? It's like my favorite. This is Eyelash Dazzle, if you don't know. Everybody needs it. It is so soft. It's amazing. It looks great and it is great. Ooh, next. This is as far, I got pretty far. That's not embarrassing. Look, I have done a ripple bed runner. It was supposed to be a blanket. This is in summer, cotton summer 50 sale. Cotton sale, summer sale 50, I think. Anyway, it's a cotton yarn from Ice Yarns. It feels so great when it's worked up. Comes in a bunch of great colors, but well, let me show. This is how big it is. Good, right? Now that I see it, I'm not that discouraged. It's kind of cute. Although I'm not going to be working on it anymore because I gave away the yarn. So that's one way to get the guilt of a whip, a work in progress off of your list of things to do. What I do like about it, what I tried really hard, this is the bottom, this is how you start out, but it actually has a really nice finished edge before you even get going. So I do like that part of the ripple blanket. That's what I didn't like about ripple blankets, is like working into the chain, and then when you're starting out, kind of looks shabby. So I figured out a good way for me to do it, which is that way. But I wasn't really feeling the yarn. It feels really great when it's worked up, but it did split a little bit when you're working with it, and I'm like, anyway. I got that far. I just did 50 grams of each color, and then I changed whenever the 50 grams run out. So I didn't bother finishing a row or doing your join at the end of the row. I literally just did a magic knot wherever it finished and moved on to the next color. I let the 50 grams tell me when to change. So that's a nice reminder that I did do a ripple blanket. I just didn't finish it. But it's not that bad. In my head it was like this much. Maybe that's still a UFO, I don't know. Oh, my Tipsy granny baby blanket. Did I do a tutorial for this one? I hope I did. I better check. I have my phone. That's how I keep track of my life and my channel. What have I done? I don't know. I have to check my channel also. My channel. Then I can search Tipsy granny blanket. Oh yes, there is. 1 year ago. I'm so good. It's great when things work out. So that is the tutorial. So that's good. So written pattern, yes. Tutorial, yes. Off my list of things to do. Let me show it to you. Isn't that cute? Can you see the bottom of it? Yeah. So that is the Tipsy granny. That's adorable. Let me put it here. Oh, our power went out. I'm like, why is my light not working? All right. That's interesting. Good to know. Oh, here, this is my Easter table runner. So this is also a granny stitch in Eyelash Dazzle. Look how long it is. Isn't that great? So this is my version of artificial grass. I just put it down the center of my table and I put my Easter eggs on it. Like a little duck was walking around. I put eggs and chocolates, like cute little foil wrap chocolates, all down the center of my dining room table. So that is anything that could be grassy. So spring, Easter, anything like that. Very practical. I'd also like to do one in like a silver or silver and gold, or whatever your go-to color is, because then you could do it for New Year's Eve, Christmas, anything that you want some glamour. It'd be so cute. You can't put anything hot on it, but that's okay, right? Doesn't matter. I think it's so cute. And this again, eyelash dazzle. Oh, my pin curl granny. This is a gorgeous blanket, and look at that border. Just saying, that border's great. The border can go on any granny stitch, any C2C, any blanket at all. Super easy to do, looks fantastic. I have to show you this. Isn't that cute? So this is the pin curl granny baby blanket with loops and bridges border. Let me not knock over my stack. There is the border. Just using the colors from the blanket, and it is so cute. So the border is a separate tutorial and the blanket is a separate tutorial. You can put this border on any blanket that you like. It's a really easy way of joining into your work with that white. So you get your proper stitch count no matter what. So love this blanket. And I made it big enough to like use. I know I say baby blanket, but I don't have babies in my family at the moment, touch wood. I have teenagers. So that is my pin curl granny baby blanket with loops and bridges border. I gotta start a new stack. Oh, why not a tunic? This is my first proper garment. I don't know if it would fit me. It's real cute. Let's see. Oh, you don't want to see that. My belly is a little bigger, but how you size it, see how it goes in a little bit here and then it's bigger at the bottom and bigger at the top. You just change your crochet hook size. So I tell you how to measure for that and how to do that in the pattern. And then it's just two pieces that are joined together. If I was gonna do it again, I would figure out how to work around and around and around and not do the joining part. But it's really cute. This is in Cotton Bamboo Light. So it's a worsted weight cotton bamboo yarn from Ice Yarns. So like lovely and heavy and delicious, but I'm just not that size anymore. Thank you, cheese and wine. And here is, I forget the name of it, one of the very first blankets I made. So just 12 squares joined together. And this is how I do a lot of my joins and a lot of my squares to this day from this join, because it was so easy to do. And then I put on just a real simple kind of border that kind of matched what I did in the center, and then just made it a little fancier around the edge. It's really cute. I'll show it to you. Right? So this is all with Kenyan acrylic, just what you can buy here for like 80 cents a ball, 80 cents 100 grams. And it's pretty good. I like it. It's treble crochets, I think, for most of it, at least for the center of it. And it's cute. It's not my pattern, it's my border. So that is an oldie and goldie, oldie goldie. Oh, this is a gorge one. This is a tutorial and written pattern. This is the Floors and Windows baby blanket. because as you're building it, you make a row of windows and then you make a row of floor and you make a row of windows. It's kind of like you're building a building. And the good thing about it, see that center start? You just work around and around and around and around and around and around. So really, really great. And then I did I'll show you this way around. And then I did a daffodil border. They look like little daffodils along the edge. So that's real cute. I like it a lot. It does have big holes, obviously, the windows, but it is good because if you're working around and around, that's how big your blanket's gonna be. So this is one pack of Cakes Blues from Ice Yarns. And then I used, I probably Kenyan acrylic in yellow for the edge. Or Savor, it feels really soft. Maybe that's Savor. So really cute. Like it a lot. Nice for spring, nice for like throwing on a sofa, and it works up really fast because it's treble crochet and spaces. So it doesn't take up much time, doesn't take up much yarn, and you get a whole blanket out of it. And last but not least, this was a table runner, a big table runner. So I have like a 8-seater table or whatever, rectangular, and it went all down the center and it draped on both ends. What I don't like about it, I think I went to block it. I think it's a blocking fail because I steam blocked it to get it to lay a bit flat. So it's every other, well, let me show you from behind. There we go. Oop. Oopsies. So every other, you just kind of join the grannies by the corners, and so there's also space, so less granny squares to do. And the end is just gonna be a point, and I was gonna put like a tassel or something, or 3 tassels, 1, 2, and 3 to weigh down the ends. It's the same metallic yarn that I'm using for some Christmas decorations this year. That cute stuff. It's a bit scratchy, but it's nice for decorations and Christmas stuff and table stuff. And I like the idea of it. What I don't like, it's back when I wasn't turning my work. See all those granny squares? Didn't turn my work, so they all curled like little dishes. So I had little dishes laying along the top of my table. So I went to steam them so they would lay flat, and then they kind of like crushed in. See how they're all like, they didn't melt. Like I didn't physically iron it. And at the time it looked like I was getting them really flat, but oh look, you can see this one. See, that's just sad. See, it's even shiny. So then I'm like, oh, now I don't like it. What I should have done is turn my work, and then they would have laid flat, and I wouldn't have had to block it, and it would have been really cute. It was a lot of work, you know, edging them and putting them all together and stuff. And I like the idea of it. Do I like this? No. I like the colors. I like the idea of it. Am I gonna use it? No. Well, never say never, I guess, but am I gonna sew in my tails? No. They're all sewed in except for the last, you know, the bit here. So I mean, it's not like I couldn't sew in my ends. That's the only ends in the whole thing. But I kind of lost my oomph when it wasn't perfect. You know when you're working on something and you're gonna love it and you're all excited and then you mess it up? Well, I messed it up. So I know it's still good, but it's not what I wanted it to be. And I should have turned my work for my granny squares. So now I gotta pack up that stack. Lord help me. I gotta get all that back in that little tiny cubby. That was jam-packed stack, right? Jam-packed. Okay, well I'm gonna jam-pack it again. Maybe I have to do 2 trips to get it all back in there. Okay, let me put the big ones back first. What was your favorite item from that stack in the back? Let me know in the comments under this video. And if you want any of those to be a tutorial, just do a search for that item plus secret yarnery and it'll pop up. If it doesn't pop up, let me know and I will put it on the list of things to do tutorials for. So thanks so much for inviting me over. I'm waiting for you in that video right there, and stay hooked.